Welcome to Peru. On the western side of South America, this country unfolds a journey that stretches from the dry Pacific coastline across the majestic Andes Mountains and deep into the vast Amazon rainforest. On the high slopes of the Andes, the Inca Empire once flourished, building a road network that stretched for more than 40,000 kilometers. Among the clouds, Machu Picchu, a 15th century stone city, still stands as a lasting mark of this ancient civilization. After the Spanish conquest, cities such as Lima and Cusco gradually emerged. Over the centuries, that history has continued to live on in major festivals like Inti Raymi in Cusco and in Peru's distinctive culinary traditions. The journey to explore Peru begins in the Andes, home to one of the most famous remnants of the Inca civilization. Machu Picchu. Located in the Andes Mountains in the Cusco region of southern Peru, at an altitude of about 2,430 meters above sea level. The site was built on a mountain slope above the Urubamba River Valley, about 80 kilometers from the city of Cusco in a straight line. Machu Picchu was constructed in the 15th century during the reign of the Inca Emperor Pachacuti, at a time when the Inca Empire was expanding across the Andes. The complex consists of around 200 structures made of granite stone, built using precise stone-fitting techniques without the use of mortar. The layout is divided into two main areas. The agricultural sector includes large terraces designed for farming and for controlling soil erosion on the mountainside. The urban sector contains the central plaza, residential buildings, temples, and ceremonial structures. Some of the locations commonly included in visitor routes are the Temple of the Sun, Intihuatana, a structure believed to be related to astronomical observation, and the Room of the Three Windows. The system of water channels and stone stairways demonstrates the Incas' engineering ability to adapt to steep mountain terrain. Machu Picchu became widely known internationally in the late 20th century after it was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983. Most visitors travel from Cusco or Ollantaytambo by train to the town of Aguas Calientes, then continue by bus to reach the archaeological site. The Inca Trail, a trekking route of about 40 kilometers, is also a popular option for travelers who want to approach Machu Picchu along the ancient path once used by the Inca. The area around Machu Picchu is home to Quechua communities, descendants of the Inca. Local residents continue cultural traditions such as hand-woven textiles, farming on mountain terraces, and participating in traditional festivals in Cusco, including Inti Raymi, a ceremony that reenacts the Inca ritual honoring the sun god. From this Inca site on the slopes of the Andes, the journey continues away from the high mountains toward the Pacific coast, where Paracas National Reserve developed within a coastal peninsula environment. Have you ever wanted to set foot in a place where the desert meets the ocean? where thousands of seabirds and wild animals live along the untouched coastline of Peru. Paracas National Reserve. Along the southern coast of Peru, where the Pacific coastal desert meets the cold Humboldt Current, a unique marine ecosystem has formed on the Paracas Peninsula. This area is protected within Paracas National Reserve, a natural reserve established in 1975 in the Ica region, about 260 kilometers from the capital city of Lima. Covering more than 3,300 square kilometers, most of which is ocean, it is one of Peru's most important coastal reserves, home to many seabirds and marine animals associated with the Humboldt Current. This area was once home to the ancient Paracas culture. Archaeologists have discovered numerous burial sites along with finely crafted textiles, indicating that people lived in this dry coastal region from very early times. Some of these artifacts are now displayed at the Julios Tello Museum located within the reserve. The landscape of Paracas National Reserve mainly consists of coastal desert combined with cliffs and rocky beaches. One of the most visited locations is Playa Roja, a beach known for its distinctive red color created by volcanic sediments from the Andes, carried by wind and ocean currents. The coastal cliffs are also home to many bird species such as pelicans, cormorants, and boobies, along with marine animals including sea lions and Humboldt penguins. From the town of Paracas, visitors can take boat tours to the Ballestas Islands, where large colonies of marine wildlife gather and which is considered one of Peru's notable marine observation sites. Today, the town of Paracas serves as the main tourism service center, with a marina, hotels, and ecological tours that allow visitors to explore the peninsula and the surrounding coastal waters. Leaving the Paracas Peninsula, where marine ecosystems and the Pacific coastal desert dominate the landscape, the route along the Ica region moves inland into a drier environment, where large sand dunes surround a small oasis known as Huacachina. Huacachina. Located in the Ica region of southern Peru, about 5 kilometers west of the city of Ica, Huacachina is a natural oasis formed around a small lake surrounded by large sand dunes of the Pacific coastal desert. In the region's dry climate, where annual rainfall is extremely low, this natural water source created a small settlement and gradually developed into a stop for travelers exploring the deserts of southern Peru. Today, Huacachina is known as a notable tourist oasis set among the vast sand dunes of the Ica region. The landscape of Huacachina is mainly shaped by large sand dunes surrounding the central lake. The dunes vary in height, with some reaching several hundred meters, creating terrain well suited for adventure tourism activities. Today, The most popular experiences here are sandboarding and desert buggy rides, specialized off-road vehicles that take visitors across the massive dunes. The higher dunes around the oasis have also become popular sunset viewpoints, where visitors can see the entire lake and the small town built around it. The residential area around the lake remains small, with hotels, guest houses, restaurants, and tourism services for visitors. Because of its close distance to the city of Ica, Huacachina is often included in travel routes together with Paracas or the vineyards of the Inca region, which are known for producing pisco, the traditional spirit of Peru. The combination of desert landscapes and adventure activities has helped Huacachina become one of the distinctive stops in this region. Leaving the oasis in the Ica Desert, the journey continues toward the Andes in southern Peru, where the terrain changes dramatically with deep valleys and large mountain cliffs. Colca Canyon. Located in the Arequipa region of southern Peru, about 160 kilometers northwest of the city of Arequipa, Colca Canyon was formed along the course of the Colca River. Over millions of years of erosion, the river carved a deep valley through the mountains of the Andes. With depths exceeding 3,000 meters in some sections, Colca Canyon is often considered one of the deepest canyons in the world. The landscape here includes steep mountain slopes, wide valleys, and ancient agricultural terraces stretching along the mountain sides. Indigenous communities have lived in the Colca region for centuries, developing terrace farming systems to cultivate crops on the steep terrain of the Andes. In small towns throughout the valley such as Chivay, Yankee, and Cabanaconde, visitors can observe traditional agricultural life and cultural activities of the local residents. Tourism in Colca Canyon began to grow significantly as the area became more accessible from the city of Arequipa. One of the most well-known viewpoints is Cruz del Condor, where visitors can see a wide view of the canyon and watch Andean condors gliding on the morning thermal currents. In addition to scenic viewpoints, several trekking routes descend into small villages located at the bottom of the valley, allowing travelers to explore the high mountain landscapes and ecosystems of the Andes. Towns in the Colca Valley now offer small lodges, hotels, and trekking guide services for visitors exploring the region. Some locations have also developed natural hot springs, such as La Calera near the town of Chivay, which has become a popular place to relax after long hikes through the valley. From the deep canyon of the Andes, the journey continues to another high mountain region known for its natural bands of color stretching across the mountain slopes. Rainbow Mountain. Known as Vinicunca, Rainbow Mountain is located in the Cusco region of southern Peru, about 100 kilometers southeast of the city of Cusco. The mountain belongs to the Andes range at an altitude of around 5,000 meters above sea level and stands out for the natural bands of color that appear across its slopes. These red, yellow, green, and brown layers were formed from different mineral-rich sediment deposits that accumulated over millions of years. As snow and ice in the area have gradually receded in recent decades, these colorful rock layers have become more visible and quickly turned the mountain into a popular tourist attraction. Before becoming a well-known destination, the area around Rainbow Mountain was mainly high-altitude grassland where local communities maintained livestock herding. Alpacas and llamas are well adapted to the cold climate and high elevations of the Andes and are commonly seen grazing across the wide plateaus surrounding the mountain. Tourism at Rainbow Mountain began to grow rapidly around 2015 when images of the multicolored slopes spread widely through media and social networks. Most visitors begin their journey from the city of Cusco, traveling by vehicle to small villages near the mountain before trekking several hours to reach the main viewpoint. Because of the high altitude and thinner air, many travelers choose to rent horses guided by local residents to assist with the climb. The main experience at Rainbow Mountain is trekking to elevated viewpoints where visitors can clearly observe the mineral layers forming the colorful stripes across the mountain slopes. From the observation areas, travelers can also see the wide valleys of the Andes and herds of alpacas moving across the surrounding plateaus. Tourism activities here provide additional income for local communities through transportation services, guiding, and the sale of handmade products. The next destination moves to the Amazon River, where vast river systems and tropical rainforest create a completely different natural landscape of South America. What would it feel like to trek across the Andes highlands and see a mountain striped with colors like a rainbow with your own eyes? Amazon River. East of the Andes Mountains in Peru, a vast network of rivers flows through lowland tropical forests before merging to form the Amazon system, one of the largest river basins in the world. Within Peru, many river branches originate in the Andes and flow toward the dense forests of the northeast, where the city of Iquitos has become an important transportation and tourism center of the Peruvian Amazon. This region is home to many indigenous Amazonian communities. Their daily life is closely connected to the river and forest systems, relying on fishing, farming, and the use of natural forest resources. Many traditional crafts are still maintained within these communities, especially geometric patterns found on woven textiles and pottery. Tourism in Peru's Amazon basin mainly develops around the city of Iquitos, which is considered the gateway to exploring the tropical rainforest. Because there are no roads connecting it to the rest of the country, most visitors reach Iquitos by airplane or riverboat. From there, boat tours take travelers deep into the rainforest to explore the Amazon ecosystem. Common activities in the region include riverboat trips, birdwatching, wildlife observation, rainforest trekking, and visits to indigenous villages. Some tours also include Pacaya Samiria National Reserve, a large protected area known for Amazon River dolphins, caiman crocodiles, and many species of tropical birds. Unlike the lowland tropical rainforest environment of the Amazon, the next destination returns to the Andes near Cusco, where the Sacred Valley lies between high mountain ranges and wide agricultural valleys. Sacred Valley. Located in the Cusco region of southern Peru, the Sacred Valley stretches along the Urubamba River Valley between the mountains of the Andes. The valley sits at an average elevation lower than the city of Cusco, around 2,800 meters above sea level, creating a more favorable climate for agriculture. Thanks to its terrain and the stable water supply from the Urubamba River, this area has long been an important farming region in the Andes. Many agricultural terraces built along the mountain slopes still remain throughout the valley, designed to expand farming land and manage the flow of water. Sites such as Pisac, Ollantaytambo, and Moray are now notable archaeological areas where visitors can clearly observe the terrace systems and characteristic stone structures of the region. Moray is particularly distinctive for its circular terraces that descend deep into the ground. Towns in the valley, such as Pisac, Urubamba, and Ollantaytambo, still preserve many aspects of local culture today. Local markets often sell agricultural products, handmade textiles, and traditional goods from the Andes. Many community activities and cultural traditions remain closely connected to the agricultural lifestyle of residents living in the valley. The Sacred Valley has developed strongly because of its location along the route connecting Cusco and Machu Picchu. Visitors often combine visits to archaeological sites, local markets, and small villages within a single journey. In addition, various travel experiences such as cycling through the valley, trekking along mountain trails, and visiting alpaca farms are also organized in the area. Today, the valley includes many hotels, resorts, and a railway line that connects Ollantaytambo to Machu Picchu. With its convenient location and the wide valley landscape surrounded by the Andes Mountains, this area has become a common stop before travelers continue their journey to the major historical sites around Cusco. The journey through Peru's remarkable landscapes comes to an end here. From Machu Picchu in the Andes, the Paracas Peninsula along the Pacific coast, and the Huacachina Oasis in the Inca Desert, to Colca Canyon, Rainbow Mountain, and the vast Amazon River system. Each destination reflects the geographic diversity of Peru. The transition between high mountains, coastal deserts, and tropical rainforests has shaped the distinctive natural landscape of this country. Beyond its natural scenery, these places are also connected to the long history of indigenous cultures, especially the legacy of the Inca Empire and the Quechua communities that still live in the Andes today. Thank you for spending time watching this video on the channel. If you found the content helpful, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future journeys. In the next episode, we will continue exploring another country with new landscapes and historical stories. See you in the next adventure.